My name is Rob Leeder. I am a teacher in the Surrey School District in close to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I am on a musical tour with a few of my colleagues from my school, Elgin Park Secondary. The welcoming nature of the Cuban musicians, whether they're students or whether they're professionals, in every single venue, they've invited our students up to play with them, and they've been very supportive, and regardless of how much experience they have as musicians themselves, they've been very encouraging and trying to get them to get to the next step, which I love. I love that.
So my name is Asher Chapman. I play the trombone, and I am from South Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. So I came to Cuba with my concert band and my jazz band from my high school, and we came here to learn all about the Cuban culture, the Cuban history, and most importantly, the Cuban music, which I was very excited to learn about. One of the highlights right away was we got to play for very young musicians. And their response was so positive, it really made us feel so good, and we could see the joy on their faces. But the best part was hearing them play and how they were so young, but they brought such passion, such enthusiasm, and such richness into their music. And you could see the connection when they played, and it really made me want to bring that connection into my music with my fellow classmates.
Hello, I'm Mr. Henderson, Al Henderson. I come from Vancouver, Canada, a suburb of Vancouver, Canada, near Crescent Beach, and I'm here with 65 students that are musicians in our school, and this is my third time in Cuba. The decision to come to Cuba with Canada-Cuba Sports and Cultural Festivals it's not very complicated. First of all, we had really good experiences in the past coming to Cuba with this company. And my experience, the company has been very organized, and they planned a very, very thorough and exciting itinerary with lots of variety for the students. The students have so many great experiences. Every day seems to get better as the trip goes on, and because of that type of experience with Canada-Cuba in the past.
My name is Laurae McNally, and I'm a long-time Board of Education member in the Surrey School District in British Columbia. Well, I think what I enjoy the most is watching the students interact with students here in Cuba. You know, there's no better way to make our world smaller than one friendship at a time. And watching the students interact is just really heartwarming.
We love how exuberantly you play music and perform music, and how much you enjoy it. Yeah, and we think our students learn a lot from watching your students and listening to your students perform, the Cuban children perform here. And the people are very friendly, and we just love traveling to Cuba for those, and it's a beautiful country.
And we just love the experience of being able to meet you wonderful people and learn from each other. And we have a lot that we can learn from you.
Nice to meet you.
Mucho gusto. Una bonita camiseta.
For Cuba, I was really focusing on trying to perfect my notes, rhythms, all my technical skills, which I all believe are very important. But the one thing Cuba has taught me is that to be a musician, you have to listen. You have to listen to the music, you have to listen to your instrument, you have to listen to your fellow musicians. And hearing professional musicians, I was at a jazz club, I heard a professional trio, and they brought an element to music in which I could never have dreamed have has ever existed before, just from them listening to each other, from them building off each other, and I cannot wait to try that. I cannot wait to play with my fellow musicians back in Canada, try build with them, try new things, new ways of music, and trying to be the best musician I can possibly be.
Hi, I'm Emma Wu. I attend EPS, Elgin Park Secondary, in Surrey, BC, Canada. That's a little hard because a lot of the things were really enjoyable here. I personally really enjoyed connecting with all the kids here in Cuba, along with sort of learning with all the other kids in my class, with all the professional musicians. I definitely would. There's a lot of learning, musical and cultural, and it was really enjoyable trip. We had our great music directors and tour guides, and overall it was a really good trip.
Hi, my name is Joey Zhang. We're from Canada, Vancouver, Surrey. We're here with our concert band and jazz band. This program is amazing because I made so many friends here in Cuba. Not just the friends that came with us on the band trip, but friends outside of the trip. Cubans, teachers, amazing band teachers here in Cuba, and all those guys at the restaurant. I'd even talked to them about the food, the culture, and everything else.
I'm Sarah Smith. I'm from Elgin Park Secondary in BC in Canada, and we're here with our concert band. It was like so amazing meeting all the people, and like really helped I think every person who went, it really helped them like get better as a musician, and just meet like the different culture is like so cool. And
one highlight in particular is the opportunity to see the Cuban students and our students interact with one another. They're exchanging phone numbers, and they're taking selfies with each other, and they're really able to see the similarities between the Cuban kids and the Canadian kids firsthand. So that's really, really excellent.
Muchas gracias.
No, we have to do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Muchas gracias.
Okay, ready? 2, 3. There's no place in the world like Cuba.